And the third one is complex method. Complex method assessment of consists of assessment of biological age and physical development, or biological development and physical development. And we always started with the biological age assessment and comparing it with chronological age. For example, we have a 14 years old girl, and we have her biological indices: annual body length velocity 5 centimeters, 28 permanent teeth, and formula of sexual maturation Ma3P3X3Me1. We need to find table indices of biological development for girls. In this case we need, and here's age. We need to find our age. Here 14 years, and here we have our standards. So annual body length velocity 2-4, from 2 to 4. So her body length velocity higher than the standard value. Permanent teeth 28 normal, and formula of sexual maturation Ma3P3X2Me. So it's also all normal. Want to pay attention if you have, for example, permanent teeth 28 means 28, but for some age you have, for example, 15 plus minus 3. To find norm, you need 15 minus 3, it will be 12, and 15 plus 3, it will be 18. So the normal amount of permanent teeth from 12 to 18, and for each index the same. Okay, so here is our assessment, and we see that biological age ahead chronological according to the annual body length velocity. Next, physical development. We could give assessment for physical development by sigmoid deviation method and regression scale. Depends the age of the child. If we have 11 years old, we will use regression scale for 11 years old. As in previous videos, you could find the instruction for this method assessment. If we have 14, like in our case, we will use sigmoid deviation method, or any other age except 11. So one of this method you could choose. You choose how to give assessment of physical development. And the third one, you need to do assessment for health state. Assessment for health state could be done and in method of sigmoid deviation and in regression scale. In complex, it's separate assessment. It's not part of the complex. But if you have information about health state, presence or absence of the chronic diseases, acute diseases, you could do this conclusion. And even without this information, you could do conclusion about the health state according to the level of development, because if it's harmonic, if it's average, will be first health group, but if it's disharmonic or it's below, ahead, low, it will be second at least group, because it's already some deviations in development. And biological age, if biological age ahead or biological age below chronological, it's also not first group, because this child has some deviations. Now the last one, for example, health group 2, because biological age ahead chronological, physical development, for example, high according to the body length. There will be second health.